Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. We are just on Horus and look at the size of that sun. Star, whatever you want to call it. And no wonder Horus produces as much power as it does. So if we look at the tooltip, it is just switched over to another cycle. And we added some more. We added 64 of the things at the end of last episode. I have 128 more that I've crafted up that are going to go in there. But yeah, if we take a look at it, it is now producing almost 11 billion. I think it's like 10 and something, 10 and some change. Yeah, 10 and a half. About. So yeah, the more modules you have in it, the more power it produces. Obviously it slowly drains these, but I mean, it's barely draining them. So it is crazy powerful. Considering our Mark V Nequata fuel does what, 17 billion? And the amount of EU that we have to spend to get that, yeah, this is literally like so cheap with this. I know we're on like the absolute best planet too. I mean, we are kind of like min-maxing it. We could have put it on like a less thing and it wouldn't be as powerful, but I don't really know how you would balance that, to be honest, unless every planet gives the exact same amount. So I'm going to keep doing that. Now, I do have to figure out how we want to feed it these modules. Probably the easiest, to be honest, although not as fancy, would be like ender chests, maybe. If I really wanted to, we could set up a quantum ring, but I'm like, we really want to set up a quantum ring for one little hatch? It seems a bit, when I can just feed this in the overworld. I don't remember what, I feel like this was something like oil. I think this, no, why would it be orange on an ender chest? I don't remember what orange and black we used it for something, obviously. But we could just feed this and then, you know, extract into there or something like that. I mean, we could even just put it there and throw a conveyor on it. There is a max limit for the thing. I really don't like floating chests. I don't know, something about it bugs me. I'd rather just have a thing. Although then we're just kind of like, then we're gonna have to fill up the item pipe with swarm modules as well as that whole thing. You know, we probably don't need a super bus. You think about it, like, because the modules actually go in the multi-block, like, there's no reason to have, like, even more of a buffer. Once it's full, I mean, it barely uses them, so maybe we'll just do an input bus, maybe. If we do it fast, it's not going to register that we broke it. There we go. So it shouldn't have turned off. Honestly, it's not the end of the world if it does. Alright, so I think, yeah, we might do that, and then I'll just do like a conveyor, or could even do like a conduit or something like that. There it goes, it changed. It definitely isn't as fancy, though, if I had a quantum ring right here. I mean, quantum rings do look cool, but I don't know. Do we really want to set it up for that? If we did that, we would probably do a stocking input bus, is kind of what I'm thinking. That's like the most tech. This is probably just the easiest, though. Yeah, so eventually this will be full. But that's going to be quite some time, because I do believe this holds quite a lot of modules. It's going to take me some time and resources to get to that point. But all right, anyway, I just wanted to show that, and we will continue doing that. I believe everything seems to be working okay. It's doing exactly what I thought it would. It's just putting the bonus into... It's putting the bonus into the wireless network. I think that will handle it for the most part. We might need another capacitor to boost the amount. I could be wrong. Yeah, because that supports up to 10 billion EU per tick of wireless transfer. Yeah, so if we're producing more than that, we won't be able to transfer it all. So we might need to do that, the next tier up, with the extremely ultimate battery, which is just, I mean, I say just 8 of those. Maybe I'll work on that. As I'm doing the Dyson Swarm modules, maybe I'll get the next thing up, because that can handle more. Because we are just about at it. I don't know. We'll see. If the total capacity or used capacity starts increasing, we'll know or not. No, although now that I'm thinking about it, we produce 17 billion or whatever, and it works fine. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that yet. If we have an issue, we'll worry about it. All right. Anyway, let's be back at the base. All right, we are back. I've just been throwing some swarm modules in this chest to feed the thing in on Horus, and I did 256, then I did 512. Now, I don't know how many are actually in it at the moment, but last I checked, it was producing almost 40 billion EU per tick, so it is getting up there. Now, I am currently crafting up. I need to get the capacity up on this thing. So what I've actually done is gone ahead and I crafted up one really ultimate battery. And it actually went way quicker than I thought it would. To be honest, I thought it was going to take a while. But yeah, with these more efficient recipes, not necessarily that one. We can't do that one yet. But yeah, with these more efficient recipes, it actually went really quick. So I've actually gone ahead and just crafted up, or requested 7 more. So I can craft up the next tier, which is the extremely ultimate battery. And we will turn that into this extremely ultimate capacitor. So that will boost the... I believe that will boost the used capacity or whatever, so it can pull more, it can hold more from the wireless. I believe that should be much better. I was just going to add another UHV one, but since it was just so quick, I'm like, you know what, let's just go for the next one. I think there's even one above that, isn't there? We're not quite there yet. We will craft up a mega ultimate battery with the mega ultimate capacitor. Not quite there yet, though. Oh, there's another one in between. I didn't realize that. Although none of this stuff is that... None of this stuff is that bad, actually. It's just a lot of resources. Like, we craft all this stuff up. We basically have recipes and stuff for most of the stuff. We just... it's just a lot of resources. So yeah, I'm gonna do the really ultimate or extremely ultimate battery, and we'll come back, throw that on the capacitor, and see how that works. All right, we got all the really ultimate batteries done. I did forget I needed to craft up a second one, because I forgot I had to scan the thing to do that. So I made recipes for that, and I also made them for the optical mainframe. I actually didn't have those. I didn't realize I didn't have that. So yeah, everything else good, I think. I was just going to do it manually, and then I realized I might be crafting these up again in the future, so might as well go for the whole thing. All right, that and that. This might take. This shouldn't be too long. I have the circuits for it. There's just some random parts. I did go ahead and switch out one recipe. The optical, I don't know if it's a good idea, but we use a lot of these optical fiber cables for the circuits, our optical circuits. So I actually switched out this recipe. We were doing the glass fiber silver foil and polytouch fluoroethylene. You get one for that. I did switch it for the much more efficient. Cosmic and chromatic glass is super easy. That's like super easy to get. Redox polymer, a little more complicated, so not sure if that's the best idea. I can always switch it back if I decide not to. It's just a lot less ingredients. It's just they're more expensive, so I don't know. We'll see if we like that. If not, maybe I'll switch it back. I probably will upgrade this recipe at some point. But I'm not going to switch the superconductor wires until I can do them in the component assembly line. So probably not yet. Although, to be honest, I feel like the superconductor MV ones, I feel like these are actually like easier to make than the other ones. Because it just uses space-time and hypogen, and I feel like it takes so much longer to craft up the whatchamacallit, the transcendent metal than it does to craft up the space-time and hypogen. I mean, I'm just trying to keep the DTFs running, and I have 50,000 space-time ingots. almost 500,000 hypogen. I got 540,000 infinity, so it's like I'm just trying to keep the DTPFs running, and I'm swimming in those resources. So yeah, I feel like actually the one thing I didn't think about was the superconductor base. That is, yeah, the superconductor base is a little bit more complicated. I kind of forgot about that part. But we'll get to that. We'll probably upgrade it to the best tier at some point. I also upgraded the Redox polymer. I switched it to our random mega chemical reactor right here. I actually gave it its own thing because it's a different circuit. So just much quicker than using that little single block or that the old regular mega chemical reactor. Regular chemical reactor, not mega. Oh, are we oh, no, we're not crafting up because I forgot. I am researching. Are you done? Oh, it is done. All right, cool. That was a little bit more complicated than some of the other recipes. It took, it was like one... Hey, there it goes, 60 seconds. It was... Yeah, 1.2, but it's 1.2 million. It wasn't terrible, though. All right, so there is that, and we just need to do this. I do have to be a little careful because that drops down pretty low at times, but that is why I'm crafting this up to... Like, it just doesn't pull from the wireless fast enough sometimes if I have everything running. Because we are out of Dequata fuel and I haven't crafted any more up at the moment. But, I mean, our wireless is really ticking up now. This part. I guess I'll just do... Like, do I need to do a recipe? I don't know if... I might be crafting this up, but you know what? I'm just gonna... Now let's just do a recipe. Just do a recipe. I might do it again later. If not, doesn't matter. I'm gonna switch those, because, I don't know, I have to go in order. Alright, did we get our extremely... We did. I don't know if there is a recipe for it. Ding. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Put that away. Let's do that. Man, at this point, yeah. That went like way quicker than I was thinking it was gonna, to be honest. And it was purely because the battery things aren't nearly as bad. I didn't actually look at how long that crafting time was. Alright. It's going to be definitely overclocked. Oh. Oh no, it worked. Alright. I was just thinking, I'm like, do we have the highest... Do we have a higher... The correct tier? Oh man, that is something... Actually, I'm getting distracted, but that's something to... We upgrade the lasers... UEV 256, is that UMV? I'm getting I'm getting distracted here. So UEV 256, UMV. I think that is actually the 16 amp one, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's actually it. So maybe I can switch it out with the wireless UMV and it would be the same tier. But we'll be able to do the tier. But I would probably just switch it up for the thing. The laser anyway. Alright, did we get it? We did. Alright. Extremely ultimate capacitor. Now, I'm going to try to switch this out as fast as possible. We could have issues here. If the DTPFs turn off, I mean, it's not the end of the world. But what I'm going to do is just switch out the one as quickly as possible. I think we have enough laser buffers. Like that, it's going to have to go through 3 trillion. That's going to have to empty out by 3 trillion. Then the next one's 3 trillion. And like, it's going to have to drain all those out before it shuts off. So I think we'll be okay. But whenever I mess with this, it is always, you never really know if it's going to. All right, here we go. Did it turn off? It did. Turn it back on. All right, there we go. Unfortunately, it looks like there was a recipe or a achievement for holding that or breaking it. You can't just pull it out of the A system. You have to put it down and break it to get the achievement. But I don't really mind about that. All right, so we'll see what happens when it does its like readjustment. I guess I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. I was just thinking, I'm like, I should have pulled out one of the lower tier capacitor things, but then I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, 600 billion is like nothing. That wouldn't even like make that move. All right, so we'll see what happens on that. I hope it's a bigger. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Because it does say if there's less than 60 trillion. But I'm hoping that's going to go up now. Yeah, so it says the threshold increases 100-fold for every capacitor tier above. So I'm hoping it's going to be more than that. Hurry up. Do your thing. We just have to wait, basically, for the 6,000 ticks. And hope it doesn't run out. We should be good then. All right, there we go. It got down to about 14, and then it switched over. So there we go. We went from 60 billion to, was it 60 trillion billion? I don't even know. These numbers are getting so insanely big. It's hilarious. I think it, yeah, I think it, I don't remember. All right, well, there we go. No way we're going to be able to run through that much power before, before it takes over and redoes it or whatever. All right, so I think that's good. I may need to double check on the one up in space. I could actually do some more. Maybe I should keep doing these. Maybe I'll do 512. I do more. 1,000. 2048. I don't remember if there's like a bottleneck. Yes, the night thing. I remember there was something. I couldn't remember what it was though. 1024. 16 stacks. All right, yeah, that's 16 stacks. Yes, armor, the night metal, and it's for one of the. I don't remember what it's for. It's for one of the solar panels that we need for the things. Honestly, I don't remember which one it is. It's in there somewhere. Tungsten steel plate. Oh, there it is. I just randomly guessed. Yeah, so there is the night metal plates. You need it for the EV solar panels, and they require LUV, I think. So that's the bottleneck. I could craft up more. I didn't mean to come to the DTPF, but I'm like, oh, I'll check while I'm over here. They didn't turn off, so that's cool. I used the seeds, the night berry seeds or whatever. So they are 31 seeds. I could craft up more if we want, but I think we're fine. Once we get this thing filled up with those modules, it's really not going to matter because it goes through them so slow. So, all right, well, I'll craft those up, and then I'll dump those all in the chest. Let's go see how fast or how much power we are producing, and we'll have to make sure that we are emptying out the whole thing into the wireless network. That's kind of what I need to check. All right, we are back on Horus. Just realized the sound keeps kind of annoying when it does that. All right, so as we can see, 40 billion EU per tick. I have the 1,000 things in there. It's actually a good 1,000's a good 1,024 because that is just enough to fill a HV input bus. So we'll see when this hits 600 and starts over. And I'm just double checking the, yeah, that only uses 3.6 million. It doesn't move anymore. It probably pulled all the things in. Yep. So let's see what we are creating now with 1,000 more modules in there. Yep, 75 billion. We got 2,000 in there. I think 10,000 from what I've heard is the max. So we'll just keep feeding it. And the amount of power that we are producing is just going to go up and up. This is absolutely crazy how fast we are producing power compared to the Naquata fuel. I think we're good because this would be filling up, but it is like now I just increased the thing by almost doubled it. But I think we're okay. I'm not entirely sure with the if I need to throw a thing on that one as well. So support's up to 10 billion EU per tick of wireless transfer. Does that mean like into it, out of it? I don't really know. Because obviously we are producing way more than 10 billion EU per tick. We are producing 75 billion. Nope, there we go. Okay, you saw it. It went down to like 60 billion. So yeah, that seems like it. I think we're good. I do think we are good. Like I said, I will just keep feeding this. Now, obviously, this uses the modules as well, but it is, it appears to be 1 per hour. Like, that's kind of insanely powerful. Admittedly, the Dyson Sphere is not exactly the most easiest thing in the world to craft up. It is gated pretty heavily. It's not like you can do this in like HV. But it is powerful, powerful, powerful. Alright, so I'm thinking we got this set up. It's time to really start cranking up our multi-blocks here. Okay, let me get back to the main base. I really wish we could use the space elevator. I mean, technically I could build a space elevator in this dimension if we wanted. That would be kind of crazy. Although, I don't know, is space elevator that difficult to make now? Probably not. But, alright, so I will meet you back at the base. Alright, as I was trying to kind of decide how I want to upgrade our lasers, I decided to throw just another 1,000 in there for now, because I've heard multiple things about the Dyson, that it could possibly use more computation, and the modules get used faster the more you put in, but I am not seeing that at all. It might be a little bit buggy in my version, and buggy in my favor. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, I just added another 3,000 or another 1,000. Yeah, we're up to 109 billion. Still doesn't require any computation. So I think that is actually in a update, the 2.41 update. We are on just 2.4. So yep, not my problem if it is kind of bugged on this this version. As you know, I don't usually I only update to official versions, so I'm not going to do like a dev version or anything like that. But I do believe if I update, it will possibly require computation, and it will probably go through modules faster. Because right now it is burning through 1 an hour, and we're producing that much. Like literally almost free energy at this point. I mean, I know at this point of the pack we're pretty far, but it does feel a little bit free energy. It's just so much better than Naquata Fuel that I guess that's kind of the issue. Anyway, I do think it changes a little bit in an update, so we'll figure that out when we get to there. I also was trying to decide what energy hatch, and I think I was going to do like UMV, I was thinking. But to be honest, I'm like, why worry about these like super expensive things? I could just do UEV. And we could even do like this one, which is 8 trillion. And the emitters and the pumps are crafted up on the component assembly line. So I think I'll probably do that. Maybe maybe later we'll upgrade to like UMV, but I think if I do UEV 1 million amps, I think that's probably going to tide us over until we can really start getting into like that. So after the Eye of Harmony kind of thing. But I don't know. We'll see. I think UEV 1 million amps should keep us good for a while. All right, so I have decided I want to do those lasers, but for the one little issue is that the amount of optical cables that you need for all these circuits is quite a lot. So we need, if I want to do, let's do UEV. Yeah, so I was thinking like, I don't know, like 16 of these to kind of do most of the main network. Probably don't even need that much, but I kind of just want to get prepared. Yeah, it requires lots and lots of tetrafluoroethylene. I was going to do the other optical cable, and then I was like, you know what, that might be too much, but I think I will actually. I always love doing the more efficient recipe. I know the stuff is like super cheap, but I'm like, I really do want to do that. The molten polymer is a little bit of an issue, especially with amounts that we're getting into like 100,000 cables. So I think that kind of gives me a little bit of a motivation to upgrade our Radox line. So if we look at that, like, yeah, we are definitely short on Radox gas. So I think I want to upgrade those things. And I could just do the much bigger, the mega oil cracker, but I thought it would be kind of, I need to do this anyway. So I think I'm actually going to just work on this, and I need to get each wireless so I can scan it to get the next tier up. So I need to kind of like do this anyway. I think I'm going to do this, and then I may switch out the hatches on those oil crackers for something like a UIV wireless, because these are actually not, this isn't actually that expensive. It uses one quantum circuit, which does use, you know, some Shirobon. But other than that, it's like not expensive at all. So I thought, it'll be kind of fun. I need to get these wireless hatches done anyway, the research. So we might as well do this. And it's relatively easy. I literally just craft up the hatch, throw the thing in there. I don't know if I may leave those. I don't think I'll ever craft those up ever again, but it's a bit difficult to get them scanned if I need them. So I think I'll just leave them in the A system just in case. I don't want to have to worry about that. So yeah, IV wireless, just kind of going up the thing here. I literally just shift click a recipe in, put it in, and then since they all use the almost exact same resources, like I already have all the recipes done for it. So we're gonna work up the way, and then I'm going to switch out the hatches on these. And the only reason I'm doing it that way is because I just don't feel like spending all the time redoing all this wiring and stuff to upgrade it to tiers. Like this worked fine at first, but yeah, these are definitely slow. You can see 12 seconds. So I'm just going to switch these hatches out for the wireless, and plus wireless EU is just fun. And then, yeah, that will get us our Radox gas for the polymer. So basically, we have super light Radox is what we need for the polymer. And you can see we're like super backed up with that. So we need the Radox gas, which we get from the cracked Radox, which is super light in the oil cracker. Like I said, we could do the mega oil cracker. But, you know, one, it doesn't fit right here because I didn't set it up originally that way. And two, wireless is fun. And I need to do it anyway. So, all right, I'm going to start working on that, get that stuff upgraded, and then get the main line upgraded. And we definitely need to, the QFT is definitely the next priority. So I might start getting that stuff up and running. But I may, as we go along, may find something that I need to upgrade. But like none of this is difficult at all at this point. Although there is a couple plasmas in there that could be a bit annoying. Alright, that's a bit annoying because I don't have that set to craft, and I'm pretty sure I don't have... Yeah, I don't have any, almost. Alright, so there are definitely some things we're going to need to do. But anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching it! Have a good one.